What is up? This is Baxter over at carwashcountry.com. Just wanted to make a video today just to talk about garages. If you're a detailer, if you're a car guy, if you've got a cluttery garage like I do, just wanted to give you a few things to keep in mind. A few products that you can add to really transform that from just a boring garage that maybe came with your house, or if it's a garage that you just built, just wanted to give you a few ideas to really take that to the next level. So with that said, let's start with number one, shelving. All right, so as you can tell, I'm on Amazon just looking at some shelving units and racks that I really like. This set by Gladiator, I'm a big fan of. And in my opinion, these just look a little bit better. They're a little more industrial. These actually you can mount to a slat wall. So these are a good option if you're a detailer, you're looking to keep everything off the ground. And if you do have a smaller garage, I actually prefer these just because they're just a little more compact than some of the other shelving units. I've actually got one of these at home. These come on wheels. These are great if you have a little more room. They're somewhere around $100, but shelving is probably the most basic upgrade to your garage if you are going to be washing your car, detailing, anything like that. All right, number two is cabinets. You've got a ton of cabinets that you can look at on Amazon, anywhere really. Budget cabinets, the ones you'll find at Walmart, these are typically somewhere around $100. They are a good option if you're just getting started, you're on a budget. Definitely take a look at some of those. You know, you can get these in all different types of colors. But one thing I would recommend is these middle tier cabinets. These ones on Amazon are actually by a company called Ultra HD. These are just, I think they look a lot better than some of those budget cabinets. You can actually buy ones that mount to the wall as well. I just like these a lot better just for keeping products. If you want to keep everything hidden, everything away from people walking through your garage, definitely pick up some of these. And then the third option you really have, these are the higher end garage cabinets. These are really a lot more than any other option. Usually they start out at about $3,000 to $5,000. You can buy these with stainless steel countertops. You can buy these with painted aluminum. One thing I like about these is that you actually have room for a TV. So if you are thinking about an entertainment system, this is a good option. All right, so number three, wall mounts. These are just a great thing to have in general. If you are a detailer, you're dealing with brushes, you're dealing with polishers, anything like that, anything that you need within grasp at all times, definitely just pick up some sort of wall mount. Slat wall panels I'm a really big fan of, just because, as you saw earlier, you can mount shelves to these. They come with a bunch of different attachments as well for hoses and all kinds of things. So take a look at that. Pegboards are also a good idea. All right, number four is good lighting. I think a lot of people overlook lighting when it comes to their garage. If you are going to spend a lot of time in your garage polishing or doing anything, you definitely want to have lights that allow you to see scratches or anything like that. Really anything from about 5 to 6,500K will mimic natural light to a certain extent. Some of these are a lot more expensive than others. In terms of the wall colors, you probably just want to try to go with a white if you are renovating your entire garage, just so that light will bounce off the walls, reflect back to your car. You just want everything to be really bright. You can find paints that are moisture and mold resistant. That's great for when you're, wiping down your car. You want to make sure that everything stays dry. Definitely a good idea. And hand in hand with that, number five is installing a drain. If you are building a new garage, definitely a good idea to have a drain. Just because if you're detailing a car, everything gets wet. I wouldn't recommend washing your car in your garage, but if you are pouring out anything, you're wringing out chamois, things like that, it's definitely nice to have. But again, this is really for spills. I really wouldn't wash my car in your garage, but definitely something to keep in mind. So another idea, if you are going to be washing your car in your driveway, it's definitely a good idea to have a mounted hose reel, just so you can pull the hose out. These come in a bunch of different varieties. I like the retractable ones. They are a little bit more expensive. You can spend probably $400 to $500 on a really good retractable hose reel, especially if it comes with the hose. But any type of reel that you can mount to the wall is definitely a good option. You can buy these retractable. You can buy, the ones with the hand cranks as well. Another option is an electrical reel that you can mount to the wall. These are a lot cheaper, and this is great if you are operating vacuums or polishers, anything like that where you need an extension cord. All right, so number seven is a mounted vacuum. So if you do have a central vac unit that you are thinking about, putting in your house, you might not need one of these, but if you are just upgrading things, these are nice to have just to keep everything off the floor if you do have a shop vac or something like that. All right, so number 8, flooring. This is probably going to be the most expensive upgrade on the list, but I think it's worth it depending on how much time you spend in your garage. If you're just looking to cut down on dust, if you have a concrete floor, obviously paint is a good option. You can actually buy a paint like a dry lock latex floor paint. Another option is epoxy, just an epoxy coating. This will repel water really well. A lot of these are anti-slip. I would go with something like epoxy coat. You can pick this up on Amazon. It comes in a 5-gallon bucket. It should be able to do your whole garage, but again, it depends on how large your garage is. They make a lot of different epoxy coatings, so that's definitely something to keep in mind. And the last option is tile. This is going to be the most expensive flooring you can put in, depending on which one you go with. Race deck is really that original garage flooring that's been around forever. It's got a 20-year warranty on it. On Amazon, you've got a pretty wide selection on Race Deck. You've got, diamond plate patterns. You've got open rib patterns. Swiss Track is another brand to look at. And these are pretty expensive. They look a little bit different than Race Deck, but I think it probably looks the best of any that I've seen. All these tiles are interlocking, so you can customize the patterns. I've seen people put a perimeter around their vehicle to make it easier to park. You can go with a checkerboard pattern, whatever you want to do. And then number 9, an entertainment center. After all is said and done, if you're spending time in your garage, having a TV, having a sound system, something like that is just a great idea if you have the budget. If you do go with a cabinet unit that's got a spot for a TV, drop a 4K TV in there. These are coming down in price quite a bit. All right, last but not least is security. This is just a pretty obvious thing to do, especially if you are purchasing a lot of equipment. Probably the easiest thing to do off the bat is just to go ahead and have your garage insured under your insurance policy. I'm a big fan of Ring, as you can see on Amazon. You can pick these units up for anywhere from $100 to $200. Some of these are better than others, but I do like this system here. You've got 24/7 support now with no contracts, so that's definitely something to take a look at. They've got a pretty good mobile app as well. But if you do have an ADT, just make sure everything is set up for your garage, and you should be good to go. A lot of these have cameras and alarms built in, so anything to detract criminals. But there you have it. Those are the 10 ideas, 10 things to keep in mind for your detailing garage. If you have any other tips or comments, suggestions, feel free to leave a comment. I've got a lot of content on the way. Would love to hear any feedback, any suggestions that you guys have. And I will link up to all these products that I have showed here in the video. If you are thinking about buying anything, if you do use those links, I will receive affiliate commission, and that just helps this channel. But really appreciate the support. Head over to carwashcountry.com for any other tips as a detailer, as just a car guy. We've got a lot of different things for you there. So until next time, have a great day, and we'll see you later.